Vince is saying a lot of anti-SJWs aren't even against SJWs for the right reasons.
Yeah,
I think that's a very good way of putting it.
a lot of them are genuinely racist, and they're like, "Why am I being called out for my racism?" But again, I'm not saying Wokistani Mujahideens are not a problem. They are. I mean, they go after each other. Like you see,
it's a culture that eats itself.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like there are times that it becomes really bad. Like something happens, and it becomes really bad, but it goes away fast as well. Like I don't like how many people are dying because of this. You know what I mean? Like it is a problem. It is ridiculous.
Actually, with the rollout of the COVID vaccine and certain arguments for equity and the way that things are being implemented, you could actually make that argument.
Yeah, okay, sure, but
when I literally got,
but
it's affected my life personally.
But when I think of, okay, right? But I said the 6 main enemies of enlightenment, right? Mm-hmm. It's Wokistani Mujahideen, the Western far right ideologies, Islam, Hindutva, Christianity, and the CCP. Okay, from all these 6 enemies of the enlightenment, I think the Wokistani Mujahideen are doing the least damage compared to the other ones. I think. So that's what I
think it really depends on the environment you're in. Like if you were in academia.
I mean, the Republican Party, you don't even have to go far right to get the damage that the right is doing. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, just not the far right, forget the far right. The Republican Party's environmental policies is costing the entire planet a lot more than a million, armies of like all of the Wokistani Mujahideen that we have. If you have 1,000 times more of that, it's not good. It's not even comparable to the amount of damage that the Republican Party. Again, I'm not even talking about far right. Just the Republican Party is doing to the planet. Mainstream GOP. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and here's the deal: like the woke really, to use the noun the Bosch hates so much.
Just use his term, woke scold. He uses that.
Well, I mean, I'm not looking for his approval, anyways. They're fueled by like the mainstream GOP, and sometimes it's not even just like woke. It's just like liberals who have lost their minds. They're not even like woke flavored. They're just like resistance liberals who have lost their minds. But yeah, it's because, I mean, not to like point fingers or whatever, but it's very reactionary in response to the GOP.
I just want to be clear. We're not saying the Wokistani people are not a problem. The fact that we can't have this, we can't we don't even know if we can have this guy on YouTube to debate against him.
Yeah.
Shows the Wokistanis have had enough influence in YouTube's community standards and Facebook and Twitter. It's not like we're dismissing the damage that they cause. They do, right?
It's a problem in my workplace.
Yeah. So and it just so we do list them as one of the 6 threats to Enlightenment values. We just think it's the last one.
Yeah, some of the emails I get from my department are insane.
Okay, I'm gonna read this one.
Sabelo Toda 2 is saying, yes, you are correct about anti-woke are problems. Some are more problematic than others, like the quartering that just do it for the views. I'm not quite sure what you mean by the end there, but yeah, I mean, in any ideology, there will be people who are just doing it for the acclaim. That's not...
I don't understand this accusation of doing it for the views. Like, as opposed to what? That's not a problem if you're doing it for the views. Do you want to make a video and get less attention. Like this whole idea of just doing it for the views, like who has ever made a content that is not for the sake of more people seeing it? Every single author that ever wrote a book wanted to get more views on it, wrote it in a way that will probably get more views. Every single, you know, political activist, every single environmental activist, every single singer, every single any artist in the street that is playing, like doing magic tricks, like they're all doing it for the views. Like what's wrong with for doing it for the views, right? Like that's, you produce content for the views. What else would you like? If you want to make any changes, if you want to have any influence on anything, you need the views, you need people's attention. So I don't know what's, I don't understand that. I keep saying like just doing it for the views, like as opposed to what? Like, yeah, I hope I'll make a video and I'll just throw it in this like empty space, and I hope like I don't care if anybody comes across it. I don't.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, you know, like me, then that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.